What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Legend of Mushroom video, and today, guys, I'm going to be giving you a sneaky peek of the new Halloween special event that's coming to Legend of Mushroom. Now, this event is going to be not actually starting on Halloween, which is kind of interesting. It actually starts on the 1st of November, and it's going to be running for a week long. So from the 1st to the 7th of November, this event is going to be running, and there's going to be some new things for you to unlock, including a new back piece, new artifact, and a new mount, as well as new costumes for your Mushroom Warrior, as well as a bunch of new mini games and stuff as well to play during this event. So we're going to dive into it right now and show you exactly what is up. Before we start, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you're playing Legend of Mushroom or you're thinking about playing it and you're enjoying the content. Please do consider hitting that subscribe button and supporting the channel. Okay, let's dive straight in, because you can see here we've got the event screen up. It's Halloween night, and there is a whole bunch of different events here for us to take a look at. So we're going to make our way through some of these right now so I can show you some of these cool events that's on the way. So we'll start off with the first event here, and it's going to be the main one. So the main event is this right here. You've seen these things before. It's a spin event, surprise pumpkin pie, and inside this spin event, you're going to have the chance to pick up the brand new mount and also the brand new artifact, as well as a whole bunch of other rewards as well, like the empowerment gears and the soul crystals and the POW tickets and stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here for you to pick up too, but the main prize here is going to be that artifact and the mount, which we'll take a look at very shortly. There is also going to be another event which you're going to be doing to get the back piece, and it's going to be something similar to what we've had before on this event. You can see here we have these pumpkin smash events where we have to use bat hammers to break the pumpkins, and you can see you have to go through the different floors, and not only is there costumes here, but you can also pick up the back piece on floor 50. So yeah, this is a very similar kind of thing we've had before. But, you know, that's the way they're going to do the back piece. Also, this back piece part of the minigame doesn't come out until the 3rd of November. So you're going to have a few days initially to get the artifact and the mount. And then on the 3rd of November, that's when this pumpkin smash event comes out. So you can try and get the back piece as well if you'd like to go for it too. Now, there are a bunch of mini games as well in here as well, like new stuff. So we've got this one here, which is called Cemetery Stroll. Each day, you're probably going to have access to a new level. There's also an endless mode as well for the people that want the Die Hard challenge to try and get a really good score. And this event here is kind of, in a way, similar to the fishing one we had recently, but a little bit different. Because you're going to basically be moving up the screen. It's like a temple run style thing, and there's going to be enemies and things popping up in front of you, and you've got to try and avoid them, moving left and right to kind of avoid the enemies. You've got so many lives, and you need to try and get as far as you can get to get the level complete, or if it's endless, just keep going until you die, basically. But that's that mode right there. So pretty cool little mini game that they've got coming up, which is nice. They've also got another couple of mini games too. There is this event here where you have to like walk from side to side and collect candy as it drops, but you can see there's also bombs dropping as well, so you need to kind of avoid the bombs and collect the candy, and there's a whole bunch of rewards and things you can get for doing this as well. So that's another event. They've also got like a tarot card thing called Spectral Horoscope, where you have to select divine cards, and then what you do with those is you have to then go and flip them to try and get matching pairs in here. So there's a whole bunch of rewards, including the things you use to spin the main event. So you're going to obviously want to do this to try and get more of those. There's also speech bubble things as well. I think there's probably avatars in here too. So there's like a whole bunch of stuff that you can unlock in this flip card event. So again, quite a few mini games are going to be coming out with this event. So that's pretty good. And there's also these cards that you have to collect as well. And you're able to actually trade these with other players as well, so you can trade each day, you can do some trades. So again, another little thing you have to try and collect, these divination cards. And I think this is all related to the candy galore stuff, where you're walking backwards and forwards and you're collecting the candy in the basket. It's all part of collecting these cards. So something else which is pretty cool to do, and again, lots of rewards are going to be available, including the things you need for the spinners to activate this spin event, where the main like high ticket items are going to be. So there's lots of mini games for you to be able to come back in here and spin this, which is great for free to play. Obviously, like, you know, it's difficult to get these things open free to play, but I mean, if you are, you might have a chance, because there is a lot of cool events for you to kind of work towards to try and get lots of these spinning items. And while we're on the topic of free to play and pay to play, etc., if you are going to be buying packs on this Halloween event to unlock some of these cool items, then definitely do it with Apptoid. Today's video is sponsored by Apptoid, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and talk about the artifacts and stuff and what stats they have. But before we do, let's take a look and see what Apptoid is offering us today. So check it out, guys. There are links down in the description below. And if you go ahead and check that out, there's going to be two links. There's going to be a link to download the Apptoid store, which is what you can see on the screen right now. And this is where you download Legend of Mushroom. And then there's also a second link, which is going to be your app wallet, which you download. And what that does is when you go and purchase packs inside Legend of Mushroom, you're going to get some free credit that's going to be added to your app wallet. And then you can go ahead and make more purchases in game with your free credit that you've generated. So that's pretty good. Starts off at like 5-10%. It goes all the way up to like 30%. So the more you use Apptoid, the bigger the rewards you get. Also, if you hit the promo codes button in here by hitting rewards in the bottom right hand corner and then hitting promo codes and add in my creator code, which is worthymush5, all capital letters, one word, you're going to get another 5% back on your purchases. You can see there I have that activated, receiving an extra 5% bonus on all my purchases inside Legend of Mushroom. That's with the creator code. So make sure you put that worthymush5 code in to get those extra bonus rewards. Once again, thank you to Apptoid for sponsoring today's video. And again, guys, all the links for Apptoid, the app wallet, everything is all down below in the description. So go ahead and check that out if you'd like to save some money and make your money go further when you're playing Legend of Mushroom and you're buying packs in game. Okay, let's jump back into the event here. And we're going to take a look now at the actual artifact, the back piece, and the mount that's coming out, because they're pretty cool. So we're going to go and take a more of an in-depth look at these now, which I know is what you're interested in seeing. So we're going to start off with the mount, and here it is, the pumpkin carriage. I actually think this is kind of cool. I like the little skeleton dudes that are carrying the pumpkin. I think it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and talk about the new mount. So it's called the Halloween Express mount. It's going to be dealing 2000 AoE skill damage, 800% current combo AoE damage, and 800% current counter AoE damage every 11 seconds after the battle starts. But here's the interesting part. And the targets take damage equal to 2% of current HP per second, with attack and damage resistance reduced by 10% for 5 seconds. And that triggers at the start of the battle. So straight away at the start of the battle, they're taking damage equal to 2% of their current HP per second. So it's leeching the life off them, which is kind of crazy, and reducing their attack and damage resistance. Plus you've got that big extra damage that it deals every 11 seconds as well. So yeah, it's kind of gnarly. Pretty good mount. So there you go, guys. That is the pumpkin carriage. Its passive is going to be global defense. You're going to get a straight up 10% global defense when you unlock this mount. I am definitely going to be going for this pumpkin mount when this comes out for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the next thing, which is going to be the back piece that's on its way. And here it is, guys. It looks pretty cool. It's like black, like vampire style-esque wings. The back accessory is called the Fallen Angel. And you get, again, 10% global defense as your passive stat. And then let's take a look at what it does. It says it lowers attack by 8%. Oh, interesting. It's going to actually lower our attack. And it's going to lower our attack speed by 12%. And it's going to lower our energy regen and power attack speed by 12% when the battle starts. But, and there is a big but with this, it gains 1% attack, 1.5% attack speed, 1.5% energy regen speed, and 1.5% power attack speed per second till the end of the battle, stacking up to a max of 20 times. So although you're starting off with lower attack and speed and regen and stuff, by the time you get into the fight, you're actually going to be going faster and have more attack speed and more regen by the time you go in. So it starts off slow but ramps it back up. That's kind of good. But here's another big kicker. It gains all the stacks the first time HP falls below 50%. So if you're in one of those fights where your life goes down pretty quickly and you hit that 50% marker and maybe your shield pops up at 50%, bang, you're going to have the full 20 stacks of all of that extra regen, speed, attack, and everything. So you should be dealing an absolute ton of damage once you hit that 50% mark if you haven't already got to the 20 stacks. So yeah, it starts off slow, and then builds all back up. It literally feels like a vampire set of wings, doesn't it? So yeah, the Fallen Angel back piece, pretty interesting, and it all kind of matches up when you look at the actual artifact that they're bringing out. The artifact it sounds kind of good. Here is the artifact. It is the Castle Candelabrum, and this one does something quite similar as well, but this one's actually kind of crazy. Now, I know you can't see the full description there, but I'm going to read it to you. First of all, though, the passive stat is global attack 10%. And check this out. Increases character attack by 10% after the battle starts. Okay. When the character POW, avian, or summon deals damage, so basically when you do any kind of damage, the character regenerates HP equal to 15% of the damage dealt. Wow. Ignores PvP healing reduction. Okay. Up to 1% of max HP. 20 seconds to 39 seconds into the battle. Okay, so basically, okay, that's a big caveat there before we go any further. Remember, it does say you regenerate HP equal to 15% of the damage dealt up to 1% of max HP. So you can't go above what 1% of your max HP would be. So if you do an absolutely obscene amount of damage, the cap is 1% of your HP, but that still is going to be healing you potentially with 1 HP. 1% makes 1% HP every time you do damage, which you do a lot of damage consistently. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of energy, health regen you're going to be getting. Now, there is some more caveats here. The longer the fight goes on, the weaker you're going to become. It's like I said, it's like a vampire build. It says 20 seconds to 39 seconds into the battle. So once it goes past 20 seconds, all right, which most fights don't, but if it does, you're going to start losing 1% of your current HP per second. You're probably going to be generating more than that with the amount of damage you're going to be doing, but still. And then it says 40 seconds to 59 seconds into the battle, you're going to be losing 2% of your HP every second. And then after 60 seconds into the battle, you lose 5% of your current HP every second. But let's be honest, most fights don't go over a minute. Most fights don't go over 20 seconds. So really, it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. Those last caveats, the kind of debuffs, I guess. Just having up to 1% of your max HP healing every time you're doing damage is kind of crazy. And there's already a lot of people like myself even running mage builds with a lot of HP regeneration. That's what I've started working into. I even made a video about it the other day saying HP is key. Working into a lot of HP regen off the new skill trees and on my gear and stuff. It means I'm already becoming more difficult to kill, and a lot of people have gone further with that build and made it even more difficult for them to kill because the amount of HP regen they have. With this artifact coming in, allowing you to just heal like crazy. Every bit of damage is going to be healing you. Like, wow, it's going to make people even more difficult to kill. This sounds like it's going to be an absolutely broken artifact. It sounds insane. Like for PvP as well. Like what? Like, it's going to be crazy. I don't know how crazy it's going to be, but this artifact sounds like it's going to be nuts. Not necessarily going to be increasing your damage too much, really. Maybe a little bit, 10%. But your survivability with this is going to be phenomenal. Like, I would be interested to get this artifact and maybe change up my builds a little bit. Reduce the amount of, like, powers I have doing stuff with shields and go in with more damage. Because do I need the shields if I'm healing so much with this artifact? Maybe not. So I really don't know. It definitely looks like a really good artifact and I would love to get my hands on it. So we will be spinning to win, hopefully, when this artifact comes out to try and see if we can get hold of this artifact because it looks pretty good. But Leo, let me know down in the comments what you think about this artifact. Do you think this is going to be a bit unbalanced, or do you think it's going to be absolutely fine? Don't forget, this artifact with the mount and the back piece, I don't know, it's a lot going on, and I think it could be a pretty solid build for fighting in this game once we get it done. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. There is a couple of other things I want to show you very quickly. We do also have some new costumes coming out. Here is the costume for the boys. It's a vampire style costume. Let me just make that a little bit bigger for you guys. There you go. So you can see it's like a little vampire style costume. It kind of fits with the theme they've got going on, so that's really nice. And there's also one for the girls as well, which is right there. And that's pretty cool too. So yeah, really, really cool outfits. Cool looking artifacts, mounts, back pieces, some pretty interesting stats, loads of mini games. The Halloween event looks like it's going to be set to be a pretty good one in Legend of Mushroom. So make sure you check it out. Again, if you're going to be purchasing packs inside Legend of Mushroom, make sure you do it with Apptoid. And again, all those links are in the description below for your Apptoid store and your app wallet, and the promotion code WorthyMush5 to get that extra 5% back as well. Again, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, and good luck with the upcoming Halloween Spooky Legend of Mushroom event. Don't hallucinate, stay safe, and peace out.